Oh my god. So this morning, this is a very different sort of video, and this is just like pure excitement right now because this morning I woke up at like 11:30 because it's the weekend. It's a Saturday. You know, one of the first things you do when you look up or when you wake up is you look at your phone. It's just a natural thing. It's kind of unfortunate. But this morning I woke up and I saw like 2 notifications on Instagram, and I was like, oh, okay, they're probably for the work account that I have, because I have like 2 accounts, and one of them is like the company that I work for. Then I saw it said Star Tribune mentioned you in a comment, Star Tribune tagged you in a post, and I was like, for those who don't know, Star Tribune is a local newspaper in Minnesota. I don't know if they're one of the biggest or if they are the biggest in Minnesota. I don't know. My family's just had a subscription for Star Tribune for as long as I can remember, so that's really the only newspaper that I ever knew. Their Instagram page tagged me and my friend Victor with the snow photo shoot that you already saw. So I woke up and the first thing I did, I FaceTimed Victor. He didn't answer because he was at the laundromat, but I was like, bro, we freaking made it to the Star Tribune. He was like, what? No, really? And then he went to look. He was like, no freaking way. I was like, yeah, bro, we're famous in Minnesota now, but not actually famous. Just the newspaper happened to like our post for somehow. I don't know. And it was funny because I noticed the other day, when was this? I noticed on Thursday that they liked my photo. I screenshotted it and I sent it to my mom, and I was like, Mom, Star Tribune liked my post. She was like, oh, that's so cool, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, I was like, oh, well, like, nothing's gonna happen. Those companies just, like, post and everything. But I was like, oh, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna post or tag them in every way possible. So I used a hashtag, I tagged them on Instagram. But then I woke up this morning and they posted that photo, and I was like, so yeah. Dreams coming true today. That was actually one of my lifelong dreams, was to get somehow posted by Star Tribune, whether that be in the newspaper or I guess Instagram. I didn't really even know they had one, to be honest with you. Which is terrible. How do you not know that your own local newspaper company has an Instagram? But I'm not here to just like gloat. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show that some like no-name photographer or someone who takes like, or some no-name who just happened to take a really cool picture can take these really cool pictures and get posted by the local newspaper. That's crazy because, like, you know, I'm a no-name. I don't have thousands of followers or anything like that. I have like 100. I don't know how many to be honest, I don't really care about the numbers. But that's the thing, is that literally anybody can get posted as long as they like it. So just if you do like taking photos, just tag them. You know, what's the worst that could happen? They don't do anything with it. There's nothing to lose. There's no money you lose. There's no exposure that you lost because you didn't tag them. You tag them so you get more exposure from people who search either the hashtag or their page, and then you just swipe and see like, okay, who's tagging them. So you can get noticed in all these different ways. But that's just really cool that some of the companies and your local newspapers will tag local photographers and local people, because those are the people who have lived there. You know, I've lived in Minnesota my entire life until college, so, you know, I feel like I'm still a Minnesotan too. Oh yeah, also, something I just noticed right now, or I just remembered about. So, for Star Tribune at least, they do this thing every week where they post their top, like, 5 or whatever photos of people doing it from Minnesota. So they say thanks to everyone who tagged us in the week and all the amazing photos, and then they just say here are some of our favorites. They do this on their story, and then they say don't forget to use the hashtag Star Tribune for a chance to be featured next week, blah blah blah. But they I don't know what it's called. They just do this thing. They also have a highlight called Your Photos, and it's just basically like their favorite photos for the week. So I was looking at some of the other photos. I think some of the other photos are really cool too. But some of the people who were like in the photo battle thing, I don't know if it's a photo battle, it's just like you post pictures and see if they like it, were people who have like thousands of followers. Like this one guy, took a really cool picture, actually. His picture is super cool, I think. I honestly think it's better than mine. But these are some of the other photos that they had, too, in their running. And I think all of these are really cool. So it's kind of crazy to think that, you know, my photo could beat someone who's has like thousands of followers on Instagram. So that's really cool about, you know, just going out and being creative, expressing your creativity. You know, I had that idea to do that photo for a few years, and I'm just really glad that I could make it happen. And the first thing that I thought of, like, during the photo shoot was I wasn't thinking about how many likes it would get. I wasn't thinking about who it was going to get reposted by. I wasn't thinking about anything like that. I was just trying to have fun. And I think if you do have fun with photography, you will see results. And, you know, the less seriously you take it sometimes, the more fun you'll have with it. And the more fun you'll have with it, the greater, I think, your results will be in terms of your expectations for yourself. So when you're going out shooting, just have fun with it, honestly. I mean, you saw the video. Victor and I probably had like 15 minutes to take those photos before he went to work. And, you know, we were just cracking jokes the entire time. So those are just the kind of experiences that I want to have when I'm out shooting and taking photos. So I hope this video kind of inspired you. Well, maybe not inspired you. Or just made you think, or rethink maybe, that you can take really, really cool photos too and get posted by all these other places. Because at the end of the day, they want content for their Instagram or their social media so they can continue to grow. And they want that exposure too. So if you can tag them, get your exposure already, even without them tagging you, you're already getting exposure. And then if they do post your photo and tag you, then you're getting even more exposure than you would before. So that's a way to build your brand, yourself, your Instagram, whatever you want. Like, don't care about the numbers. The numbers are just numbers. The real things is what you have. Like, your real things are your real connections with people. I totally butchered that, but the real things are your real connections with people. And that's what's going to take you far in life, not just some photo on Instagram. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, live the life you want to live, not the life someone else wants you to live. Ciao.